Hola estudiantes, hoy continuamos en capítulo 6. Ayer cubrimos preposiciones y vocabulario para capítulo 6. So I hope that you went back and reviewed that and that you're working on memorizing those and that you understand how prepositions are used as well. Okay, hoy la gramática va a cubrir el presente progresivo. ¿Qué están haciendo? This is the present progressive, and it describes what is happening right now. What's what we say in English, I am reading, he is watching TV, or something like that. So it's the ing. So we have the present progressive in that brown box on page 170, 170. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, están. And then we would have, for AR verbs, such as tomar, you take off the AR ending and then you add A and DO. ER and IR verbs, you take off the ER or IR ending and you add IE and DO. So tomando, escribiendo, abriendo. Spanish and English form the present progressive in similar ways, but as you can see, the use of the present progressive is not the same in both languages. And we have the definition of the progressive, a verb form that expresses continuing or developing action. Uses of the present progressive. English uses the present progressive to tell what is happening right now. It also uses the present progressive to tell what is happening over a period of time and what is going to happen. In Spanish, however, the present progressive is used only to express an action that is happening right now. To express actions that are happening over a period of time, we use the simple present tense. To express actions that are going to happen, we use the simple present tense or ir plus a plus an infinitive. So in Spanish, it's only what's happening right now. So to form the present progressive, we use the verb estar with the present participle, el gerundio. The present participle is formed by adding a and do to AR verbs and IE and DO to ER and IR verbs. The present participle does not vary. It always ends in O, does not matter the subject. You note the subject with estar. So you conjugate estar to the subject, and then you use the present progressive. There are a couple of irregular gerundios. Leer, we have leyendo. So Leyendo. That's to avoid three vowels together. And then oír, oyendo, which is to avoid three vowels together as well. Oyendo. The present participle of IR stem changing verbs. IR stem changing verbs also have a stem change in the present participle. In these verbs, the stem vowel E changes to I, and the stem vowel O changes to U. Sometimes that change is the same as the present tense, and sometimes it's different. So preferir, we have prefiero, we have prefiriendo. Pedir is pido, and it's pidiendo. Dormir is duermo, and it is dormiendo. That is just something you're going to have to memorize with the rest of it. And it is just to maintain the correct pronunciation in that. Reflexive pronouns can be attached to a present participle, or they can precede the conjugated verb of the conjugated form of estar. Note the accent on the present participle when the pronouns are attached. Pablo se está bañando, or Pablo está bañándose. So either way, you're expressing Pablo is taking a bath. Both are correct. You can do whatever you're comfortable with. If you add it to the end of the participle, you need to make sure that you include an accent to maintain the correct pronunciation. This goes back to accent rules that we covered, and is to help maintain correct pronunciation of the verb. There's a lot of practice on page 172 and 173 with forming present participles, using reflexive pronouns with them, so you can do that for extra practice if you need to. You don't have to. There is a nota comunicativa en página 174. El gerundio con otros verbos. As in English, the Spanish participle can be used with verbs other than estar. The following verbs are commonly used with the present participle. Pasar tiempo. Pasas mucho tiempo viendo la televisión. Seguir or continuar plus the present participle. Sigue lloviendo en Nueva York. Or and then we have divertirse plus the present participle. So we see the se. We know that it's a reflexive pronoun. So we change the pronoun to match the form of the verb we're using, to match the subject. And here we have te diviertes mucho tocando el piano. And there's practice of that in that brown box on page 174. So this is present participles. It's estar plus the INDO for ER and IR verbs, and the ANDO for AR verbs. There's a few irregular ones, not too many of them, and so that's nice. As you're doing it, you mostly just have to remember the IR irregulars, and that's not so bad as you're learning, as you're doing it. So that's all for today, and we'll continue in chapter 6 next time.